I worked with him once in Dogma. He played Metatron, but of course most of the world know him as Hans Gruber from Die Hard, from the Harry Potter movies. He was Snape. He's in a bunch of stuff. Brilliant fucking actor, and I got to work with him once very briefly on Dogma. Because I was such a huge fan. I remember I went to see Die Hard because I was a big Bruce Willis fan. Can you believe that? And I went in paying to see The Pride of Penns Grove, New Jersey. Fucking Bruce Willis. I was a big Moonlighting fan, so I was like, he's in a movie, he's got my fucking money. I walked in to see Willis. I walked out going, who the fuck was the other guy? The other guy's fucking amazing, man. Like he was delivering dialogue in a way I'd never heard before. He made a big impact. So we didn't have the internet back then, so I couldn't go like look him up or something like that. Just had to do independent study, found out who he was, found out like he'd just broken into the business, he's a Shakespearean actor and stuff. But I was like, I'm following this dude in anything he does. And I did. I followed his career, went to like any flick he made. There's a movie he did with Madeline Stowe called Closet Land, which is a two-hander. It's just two people about a prisoner of conscience. It's fucking brilliant, man. It's like watching a play, but it's so well done. And he plays one character, but multiple personalities in this one character. It's really fucking good. So I've loved the dude's stuff ever since I saw him in Die Hard. And then I heard we were getting ready to make Dogma. We were starting to cast Dogma. And John Gordon, who was an exec at Miramax at the time, he goes, I just had a meeting with Alan Rickman. I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Hans Gruber, what was that like and shit? He's going, he was really amazing, dude, but the weirdest thing is he would not stop talking about Chasing Amy. He loves Chasing Amy. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he fucking thought the movie was like bold and shit like that. He kept talking about you. I was like, my God, you tell him we're doing a movie called Dogma? He said, yeah. I was like, fucking, let's get him to be the voice of God. That would be amazing. Like the Metatron, like Alan Rickman's the voice of Hans Gruber being the voice of God. Let's do that. Let's ask him. So we reached out to him. But John Gordon was like, I'm gonna tell you right now before we reach out, like he's notoriously picky. He doesn't do a lot of things. Like, you know, he picks the things that he likes and stuff. So the chances of him saying yes are kind of small. I was like, fair enough, but if there's any chance whatsoever, let's ask him. So we asked him, we sent him the script, and fucking they were like, Alan Rickman would like to speak to you on the phone. So, okay. And I call him up and hello. And I said, hey, this is Kevin Smith. He goes, hello, I'm Alan Rickman. I said, how are you, sir? He goes, I just have one question for you about your script. And I said, okay. He goes, are you serious with this shit? And I said, a little. I said, yeah, serious and comedic, I guess. And he goes, okay, I'm in. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah, I think it'd be funny to play the voice of God. And he goes, but who's going to be God? And I said, well, I don't know. It's written for Holly Hunter. I'd written originally the role for Holly Hunter. That's why there's that piano joke in the movie and stuff. So she said no. She had already done an angel movie, A Life Less Ordinary, right before Dogma. So she was like, nah, I don't want to do another one. So I said, it was supposed to be, I wrote it for Holly Hunter, but she's not gonna do it, so right now we're godless. And he goes, I have a friend who might want to be in this. And I said, who? And he goes, Emma Thompson. And I said, Emma Thompson, the writer from Sense and Sensibility and stuff? He's like, she has a wicked sense of humor, and I told her she could play God, and she said she'd like to do it. So motherfucker was casting the movie too. Like, it was just a gift that kept on giving. I was like, thanks, man. So as we got close to production, she couldn't do it. Like I dropped out because she was trying to have a baby at the time. And she wrote me a nice little letter, a handwritten letter, to be like, you know, I wanted to do this so badly, but I'm gonna try to have a child and stuff. And so I was doing an interview after that, and you know, people were like, is Emma Thompson gonna be in Dogma? I said, she was gonna, but she's gonna, instead she had to drop out, she's gonna try to have a baby. I didn't understand, you're not supposed to tell people's fucking secrets and stuff in that business. And Emma Thompson like called me up because she was like, I was just wondering if you could stop telling people that I want to have a baby. There's about 40 journalists outside my door this morning. She's like, it looks like that movie Hugh Grant was in. She was talking about Notting Hill and shit. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So we didn't have an Emma Thompson, and then that's when I went to Atlantis. And Atlantis is like, why me? And I was like, because I always thought God was Canadian. So Alan came to work with us, and before Alan came, like I told Jason, I was like, we got Alan Rickman in this motherfucker, man. He's like, who's that? And I was like, yippee, that's fucking Die Hard, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And he goes, Bruce Willis? I was like, no, the other fucking guy. He goes, so what? And I was like, well, that dude's fucking amazing, man. Fucking, he's a Brit, and Brits invented acting, man. So he's gonna fucking chew the scenery and shit. I said, you can't be your normal self on this movie. He goes, what do you mean? I was like, you gotta be hardcore on this fucking movie, dude, because this guy, he's fucking intense. He don't want you snoochy booches around and shit like that. Like when we made Clerks, you know, that character of Jay is based on Jay. We go to do the sequence where we dance outside at night, and there's me and Jay in front of the camera, and Dave Klein operating the camera, and Scott Mosier holding a boom pole. 4 people standing in front of the Quick Stop at 3 a.m. in the morning, not a soul around other than that. So I was like, you ready to do this? This is the scene where we dance at night in front of the store. I was like, you ready to do this? And he goes, I can't dance with all these fucking people looking at me. And I was like, are you talking about fucking Dave and Scott? He's like, I don't know these motherfuckers. Because he barely knew them. So I was like, guys, Dave, can you just like turn the camera on and walk inside the store? And he was like, I guess. So we turned the camera on, him and Scott went inside the store. In that scene, they're standing just on the bottom below the door, the window in the door. And Dave goes, action, I guess. And then we did the scene. So I told Jay, I was like, you can't do that shit with fucking Alan Rickman, dude. So you gotta come correct, be a real big boy actor and stuff. And he's like, why do you give a shit about this guy so much? I was like, because this guy motherfucker, he's British and the Brits invented acting. He ain't gonna stand for your snoochie boochie nonsense. He'll dress you down in front of the fucking cast and crew, man. So you gotta be fucking on point in front of this guy and shit. So when we went out to Pittsburgh to shoot the movie, I always rehearse with Jason before anyone else. So I took him into rehearsals. We shared a suite. Like he had a bedroom, I had a bedroom, we shared a living room. And so I said, hey man, we're gonna rehearse today for the first time. Bring your script. And he's like, okay. And he comes in for rehearsal. He has no script. I was like, where's your fucking script? He goes, I didn't bring it. I was like, oh, fucking go get it so you don't have to use mine. He goes, I don't need a script. I was like, you don't need a script. And he goes, no, I memorized my lines. I was like, you did not. He goes, I did. I was like, all right, let me try. And I read him a line that preceded his line in the script randomly, and he followed it up with his line. I was like, look at you. And I flipped through the script, and I grabbed another one, fucking read that, he followed up with his corresponding line. Did it a third time, he fucking did that as well and shit. I was like, oh my God, dude, you're not lying. You literally memorized all your lines in the script. He's like, I memorized everyone else's too. I was like, you fucking did not. He goes, try me. And so I read a line that fucking Ben Affleck was supposed to say. He read the Matt Damon follow-up line to it. I read a Linda Fiorentino line. He read Chris Rock's line that followed up, like without looking at a script. He just knew it and shit. And I was like, did you really memorize the entire fucking script? What are you, Rain Man? Like, why did you do this? And he goes, I don't want to piss off that Rickman dude.